Shalom Yesharala. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Ofle Akim that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity, along with the Israelite foreigner brothers that look like the heathens. But the line and false side goes back to the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this your brother call a mop of the lesson, and on today's lesson will be entitled "A Set Being an Outcast." That's gonna go on some precepts, and Lord willing, you brothers and you sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemam Shai. Because as we're in this truth, you know, we're mostly hated by people of the world, man. By our family members, our friends that we knew in the world, because prior, to us coming to truth, before we came into truth, you may have had a good following. You may have been that funny guy in the world. Everybody liked you or loved you, but when we repented, you know, things changed. People start looking at you weird because you got a growing a beard on your face. You're not getting lineups no more, bald heads. You're not celebrating these wicked pagan holidays. You're not out of the world, you know, and people start look at you, the people that you grew up with start to look at you crazy, but you got to accept being an outcast, man, because, we're not of this world, you know. So I just want to go into it, and once again, Lord willing, you brothers and you sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know. And I looked at the word outcast. It means, it says a person who has been rejected by society or a social group. And that's right. And that's us, man. We have been rejected by our family members and our friends that we once knew in the world, and these ordinary people that we encounter in the world, man, because we don't have that image of the world, and that leads me out to my first precept in the book of First John, chapter 3, and verse 13. It says, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you." And right, and we looked at the word marvel, you know, it's it says be filled with wonder or astonishment, and one of the definitions is be surprised, you know. So read again. It says, First John 3 and 13, it says, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you." And that's right. So we can't be surprised, Akim, if the world hates us, man. Because the Lord told us these things before they happened to us. Because Yahweh Shai was hated. All the righteous prophets were hated, man. Because even Yahweh Shai said that in Book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, in uh, verse 11, it says, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." And right? So the righteous prophets, the righteous man of the Lord were always demonized, you know? So, it's a blessing to be hated by these people because that means that we're doing something right. If we're loved by everybody in the world, then something is wrong. Now with balance, you know, people can find, some people can in the world can find you favorable, such as if you're working at work or something, or but because we do have when we come in this truth, the Lord puts an aura on us that people know we're different, so with balance, sometimes you can be held favorable to some people, but for the most part, we're gonna be hated, you know. And we go to Luke 6 and verse, um, let me see, yep, this is Luke 6 and 26. It says, "Woe unto you," which woe means destruction. It says, when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the prophets. So that's to the false prophets. So that's so if you're, everybody speak well of you, then that's a problem, because the righteous prophets were hated, man. You know, and we go down. Let's see, it's a priesthood that says, yeah, this is what I was looking for. This is Luke 6:22. It says, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake." And that's right. So we're blessed, Akim, to be hated by the ones people that we once ran with in the world, man. Our family and our friends, man. They speak evil, saying we in a cult, we wicked, we a hate group, you know. But it's a blessing, that they separated us from our company, from our that they separated themselves from our company, man. You know, it says, verse 23, "Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets." And that's right, man. So, we gotta accept being an outcast, like him. And speaking of myself, personal testimony, not to, boast upon myself, but just, give a testimony. Um, it took me a while to accept being hated, because when I was in the world, I was, favorite amongst all people, everybody liked me. But when I came to truth, I was hated a lot, and it took me a long time to accept it. So, now I accept it, man, and the scriptures also say, blessed is he that is not offended in me, you know. So we can't be offended in Yahweh Shai, man, you know. It says in Matthew 11:6, it says, "And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me." And that's right, you know, because they did the same things to Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai was greatly hated for the most part, you know. When you go to St. John chapter 7 and verse 7, it says, "The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil." And right. So the whole world, the world of Israel hated our Lord Yahweh Shai because he came with the truth, man. He was an austere man, a very rough, rigid man. He came to do the will of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and he was hated mostly by his people, you know. But he did have some that did believe in the name, that did believe in our Lord Yahweh Shai. But for the most part, he was hated by the wicked um, scribes and Pharisees, man, chief priests and elders, the wicked ones, you know. So we're gonna go through the same thing too. We're gonna be hated, man. You know. It says in St. John 15, in verse 15, and is it St. John 15? The service not greatness. Let me see. Uh, St. John 15 and verse. Let me see. Yep. St. John 15 and verse 19. 20. It says, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also." And right, so, you know, so we are the servants of our Lord Yahweh Shai. We're not greater than Yahweh Shai. So we're going to go through the same thing he went through. Of course, not to the same extent of affliction, because, Yahweh Shai, he suffered greatly. But, we're going to be hated for his name's sake, man, you know. Because when these people see us in the world, they just think we just a bunch of niggas and spics with Bibles in our hands, man. They don't think that the world really think that we not the sons of God, man. The true Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, but we are. We're just in the lowest state right now, man. You know, I can't wait, man, until Lord willing, myself, I'm party elect, as well as my blood brother, and that's later with me. Lord willing, we are party elect. I can't wait, man, to the Lord exalt, exalt us, Lord, willing to exalt His holy name, man. To all the glorification is gonna go to Yahweh by Shema Shai. These people gonna know who the servants of the Lord is, man. And I can't wait for that, man. Lord willing, we'll be of those men. You know, um, Go to First John 3 and verse 1. It says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not." Right. So, we are the sons of God. We are the sons of Yahweh, Israel, Yasha Allah. He's a prince of God, you know. But the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. And the him that is talking about is Yahweh Shai, you know. Because when Yahweh Shai came on the scene, he was making heavy statements. I'm the son of the God, which he was, and he is, but those statements back then he was saying were heavy sayings, man. And the wicked chief chief priests, scribes, and Pharisees, they were like, "You blasphemy," you know. But it just links up with Saint John 1 and verse 10. You know how the world knew of him not. The world of Israel didn't know our Lord Yahweh Shai. That he was the Son of God, Son of Yahweh. This is Saint John 1 and verse 10. It says, "He was in the world," talking about Yahweh Shai, and the world was made by him, or the whole world, the whole universe was made by our Lord Yahweh Shai and the angels, of course, through the blueprint of Yahweh, you know. It says, "And the world knew him not," talking about the world of Israel, you know. He came into his own people, and his own received him not. So Yahweh Shai, he didn't get received, you know. It says, "But as many as received him, which were the elect, the apostles, to them gave he power, slack which were the disciples, which they became apostles, to them he gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name," man. You know? So the problem with the get was, he came into his own and his own received him not. He came into his own people, the Israelites, but they received him not, because he came in fleshy, came regular. He had a regular garment. He didn't come because our people thought that he was going to come all in his kingly fashion. Nah, Yahweh Shai came lowly on a donkey, man. You know, but that was a stumbling block to them, to the wicked of our people. You know, so let's go back to First John 3, and I end off on this. First John 3 and verse 1. "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not," so the world of Israel, don't know us, that, we're the sons of Yahweh, because they knew him not, because they knew Yahweh Shai. They didn't know Yahweh Shai, man. Linking up to what we brought out earlier, the servant is not greater than his Lord. It says, "Beloved, now we the sons of God, sons of Yahweh, and doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is," man. And we shall be like him because we're going to get, Lord willing, party elect, we're going to get those incorruptible bodies, man, with spiritual power, you know. We all going to be, Lord willing, joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, according to Romans 8 and 17, you know. So, I end off on this one. So, it set me in the outcast document, because, as it says in Proverbs 15:33, "The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility," man. So, Lord, when we party elect, before we get that honor, with Yahweh Shai, when he come to save us, we have to go through that humility process, man, being humble, being rejected by the society, man, being told we're false prophets, we're wicked, we're ugly. Woman may not, find you attractive no more, because because you don't got that worldly image, But this is all the humiliation process before that honor, Lord. When we get the honor, man. So yeah, I can, don't don't deter from the faith because you're an outcast, man. This is supposed to happen, you know. So with that, Akim, Lord and I was satisfied. Until next time, Shalom.